Okay, so today we're going to cover Chapter 11, Section 6. Today we're going to learn how to calculate the volume of a pyramid. Now, just before we start this, remember the volume of a prism. Remember that formula is capital B times H. But the biggest thing to remember here is this capital B is the area of the base. And then now today what we're going to see, it's the same formula, but for the pyramid, it's just going to be 1/3 of that prism formula. And probably what might be the easiest thing to do is do BH and then just divide it by 3. It's up to you. So here is what we're going to be doing, or what the definition of a regular pyramid is. And a regular pyramid, remember the word regular means all sides and all angles are going to be the same. So when it's a regular pyramid, the base shape is a regular polygon. So, and then all the lateral edges of that base are going to be congruent. All the lateral faces are going to be congruent isosceles triangles. And then the altitude is going to meet the base at its center. And I'm going to show you a picture of it on the next slide and show you where that altitude is located. Okay, so this is the formula for volume of a pyramid. Now, in the picture here, the green line is the altitude or the height. That blue line going down the side of the triangle, we're going to be using that later on for surface area, and that's called a slant height. But for volume, all we need is that altitude, that perpendicular segment that goes from that tip, that vertex of the pyramid down to the center of that base. So you can either choose to do 1/3 of the base times height, or you can also do the area of the base times how tall it is, and then divide that product by 3. Either way. But the main thing to remember here is the capital B is the area of the base. So we'll have to calculate it first. So if this base of this pyramid here was a square, we would find area of the square and then multiply it by how tall the pyramid is and then divide by 3. And the next slide has an example of a square pyramid. Okay, so notice a picture is not provided. So if you want to draw a sketch of a pyramid for yourself so you can label everything you can, you don't need to. They want us to find the volume. So I'm going to go ahead, and my volume formula for a pyramid is 1/3 BH, or BH divide by 3. Let me go ahead and draw this pyramid. Draw a triangle, put another one over here. All right, so this is my square pyramid. All of these edges down here on the base, these are all going to be congruent edges. And it said that each one of these edges are 6 centimeters. And then it also gave me the height here. And it told me that the height of this pyramid was going to be 12 centimeters. So the height, 12 centimeters. So now what I need to do is find the area of this square base. So notice it's a square pyramid. Remember, when you name these solids, the shape of the base names it. So this is my base. It's a square. So my capital B here is going to be, you can either think of it as side to the second power because it's a square, or you could also do length times width. So here I'm just going to do 6 to the second power, or 6 times 6. And my base area is 36 centimeters. My height of the entire pyramid is the 12. So I'm going to go ahead and do 36. So I'm doing base times height. I'm going to do base times height, divide by 3. So I'm going to do 36 times 12, and then divide it by 3. If you'd rather do the 1/3, 36 times 12, you can do that as well. Once you multiply and divide, you're going to get the volume to be 144 centimeters cubed. Remember, the units for volume are always cubic. So to the 3rd power, or you could write the word cubic. But remember, a pyramid is divided by 3 or multiplied by 1/3. Change this question. What we really need to find is the height. And this is what a lot of the questions in the homework are going to ask you to do. Now remember, the name of the pyramid is going to be the shape of the base. So notice they're telling me this is a triangular pyramid. So my base shape here is a triangle. So what I need to do, remember the formula, again, for volume of a pyramid, 1/3 BH, or BH divided by 3. So what I need to do first is find the capital B. Let's find the area of that base. And since my base shape is a triangle, I'm going to be doing 1/2 base times height. Now, this height is different from the height we're solving for. We're looking for this height, which is the height of the entire pyramid. So the BH that's in purple is just the height in the base of the triangle. So notice right here next to the right angle, this is going to be the height of my base triangle, and this will be my base. So I'm going to do 1/2 base times height. 1/2 of 4 times 3 is going to give me 6 feet squared. That's the area of my triangle base. Now I need to plug in what they've given me. Notice they gave me the volume already calculated. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to plug it into the V equals BH divide by 3. I'm going to use this one. So let me replace the volume. So the capital V becomes a 14. My capital B is 6. I don't know the height. And then it's divide by 3. Now, you can do two things here. You can either multiply both sides by 3, or if you want to divide the 6 by 3, you can do it that way as well. So I could actually just divide these two, and now I have 14 equals 2h, and now divide by 2, and the height is 7 feet. Now, if you would have preferred to do the 1/3 BH, you could have done that. So 1/3, 6 times h equals 14. And then you could have found 1/3 of 6, and that would have been 2. And then you get the same thing to solve. Either way, it doesn't matter which formula you use. But on the homework questions, you need to look at what shape is on the bottom and then plug that in for your B. All right, so if I use this same formula and I got 14 equals 6h divide by 3, what I would do here is I could also get rid of the fraction by multiplying both sides by 3. This gives me 42 is equal to 6h. And then now divide by 6, and 42 divided by 6 is 7. You can do it that way as well. So you actually have 3 different options here. Next one, we're doing the same thing. They've already given us the volume calculated. What we're looking for is the height of the pyramid. And again, the base of my pyramid is a triangle again. So what I need to do, again, you can either do volume equals 1/3 BH or the BH divide by 3, either way. But let's go ahead and calculate the area of the base. So remember, again, the area of the base shape is equal to the capital B. And in this case, my base shape is a triangle, so it's 1/2 base times height. So for my triangle base, the 3 could be the height of it, and the 6 could be the base. So I'm going to fill it in, and I can do 1/2 6 times 3, and the capital B is going to equal 9 meters squared. Now I can go ahead and plug it in and also replace the capital V with the volume that they gave me. So I'm going to go ahead and do 24 is equal to, and we could do it with the 1/3 method, do 1/3 of 9 times the height. So here I could do 1/3 of 9, and I get 3 H, and now I just divide 24 by 3, and my height is going to be 8 meters. You could have also multiplied both sides by 3 if you did the divide by 3. Either way, it doesn't matter. So remember, whenever you have two similar solids, that means one's going to be little, one's going to be big. And what we're going to do is set up a proportion to find the missing volume. But remember, what we need to look for is some corresponding linear measures. And in this case, they've given us the height of pyramid A and the height of pyramid B. So I could put those two heights together to get my scale factor. So what I could do, and again, our book likes to use the variable K for scale factor. So scale factor, you can say, if you see it in our book, they like to use K. And to get that scale factor, I'm going to take the height of B and put it over the height of A. Now, if they're not asking you for a scale factor and you just are trying to set up a proportion, it wouldn't matter if you did A over B. But I'm going to go B over A because I'm going to show what did they do to A to make it B. So I'm going to take the height of pyramid B is 6 over the height of pyramid A, which is 8, reduce that, and my scale factor is 3/4. Now, in order to find the volume, I need to set it up the same way. So if I'm going to do all of B's information in the numerators, that's what I'm going to do here. So the volume of B over the volume of A, and then I'm going to set this equal to the height of B over the height of A, but you've got to remember to cube it. Okay, so once you put that in there. So volume of B they gave me, or they didn't give me, that's going to be my variable, my unknown. A's volume was 96. The height of B was 6. And I actually reduced that to 3/4. But now I got to cube that. So now I'm going to get 3 to the 3rd power is 27. 4 to the 3rd power is 64. And now I'm going to cross multiply. So I'm going to multiply x times 64 and 96 times 27. So once I cross multiply, I get 64x is equal to 96 times 27, 2,592. Divide both sides by 64. And x is equal to 40.5. And remember, we said x was the volume of A, or sorry, volume of B. So the volume of pyramid B is going to be 40.5, and these are meters cubed. So the final answer, 40.5 meters cubed. The biggest mistake I'm going to see on the test is people are going to forget to cube that side length ratio. In this case, it was a height ratio, all right? So again, you could set your proportion up the other way. You could do volume. You could have done volume of A But then over here, it needs to be height of A. So the top of the fractions need to come from the same solid. And then this would have been volume of B, but then you would have put height of B. But again, remember, this needs to be cubed. So it doesn't matter. You can do it either way. Just stay consistent. Here we go. Last slide. Volume of the composite solid. So to find the volume of the composite solid, this one, and every one will be different. So this one's going to be made up of finding volume of the cube and adding that to volume of the square pyramid. So for volume of a cube, it's the same thing as a rectangular prism. It's just going to be, if you want to think of it as base times height, but even better, it's just side to the third power. Because remember, your base shape is a square. So really what we're doing is side to the second power, and then the height is the same. All the edges are the same. And then remember, your pyramid is 1/3 BH, but in this case, it's a square. So 1/3 S to the second power times by the height. Now, this is a little tricky because there's 6's everywhere. So let me go ahead and do this in highlight. So all of the 6's around here, this is for the side to the third power. So this is for the cube. And then for the pyramid, notice this base here is the same as this. So these are two of the same. So when I go to do this, it would also be the two 6's here. But then the height of the pyramid is this one. That's 6. So let's go ahead and fill it in. So what we're going to do is 6 to the third power plus 1/3 6 squared times that height. But really, this is really the same thing. But let's go ahead and do it. So 6 to the third power is 216. And then 1/3 of 6 squared times 6 is 72. Add these two together. And the volume of this composite solid is 288 meters cubed.